Hi, everybody. In IT 504, the core theme is that we want to be a valued player at the table. But how do we expect to get an invitation there? If we just think in general, when a table is set, the utensils at each setting allow us to participate in the meal. Those are our tools. We're here together to try to find and develop tools that bring us to the next level in the organization. Yes, we're IT professionals, but what else do we want to gain at this point? We want to gain financial intelligence. And so that brings me to the paperback book that we use throughout the course, Financial Intelligence for IT Professionals, by Karen Berman and Joe Knight. In this book, I hope that you'll find, provides us with real background to financial analysis and to understanding finance and accounting at a level that's real, that's applicable. And most people have found this book to be very helpful outside of our study of the standardized delivery of accounting and finance that we see in other academic settings and in books. And notably, that's in financial accounting too, that we use to study other concepts. And at the outset of financial intelligence, we see a definition where the authors say that financial intelligence is a set of skills that can be learned. Well, that's a very basic concept, but what it means is that you, as an IT professional, you have the ability to learn these concepts and put them into practice, to have an understanding of finance, another tool to bring you to the table. And we do know, apart from what we'll learn throughout this process, that in any business, in any organization, public or private, that finance is really the language of business. It's how everything operates behind the scenes. It's how resources drive what we can and cannot do. And so what we have to do is use this language in order to be taken seriously. We need to use this language to be respected for our opinions and our analysis. And finally, we use that language to gain a seat at the table, at the larger table where we are. But beyond speaking the language itself, we go further. So once we have a core, a foundational business understanding and have financial intelligence, then we need to be asking questions. We need to use that information, that data, to ask more questions, to dig deeper in specific areas where we have opportunity within our environment to perhaps do something differently, to consider revision to how business is practiced, etc. And then finally, we want to use that information, in our strategic planning. That's really the highest level we bring it to. So in large-scale business decisions, in setting policy or long-term direction to the organization, that's really what we're after there. And so your influence as you're doing these things over time, as you're building experience in these areas, can bring you to a unique place where you are sought after by senior level management, by executives, by the CIO, by the CFO. Those people then know that not only do you have professional expertise in the specific IT area that you have a knowledge base in, but you can correlate that to the larger scheme of things, to the bigger picture. And that's the place at the table that we want to get to. In the coming weeks, as we walk through various units of financial intelligence, I will be asking teams to prepare that background from our assigned reading and deliver it to the class. And within those deliveries that you make, we'll be asking questions, we'll be sharing information, we'll be adding to it. But I think in that process, when you are the deliverer of that information, it helps us all to learn it in new and expanded ways. It's a very effective way I've found for us to learn together. And I think that you'll enjoy this process, and you'll especially enjoy financial intelligence for IT professionals because it's a very practical approach to the language of finance that will help us become better in our jobs and gain a seat at that special dinner table. So be thinking up some good recipes.